The dense fog clung to the mountain monastery, shrouding its ancient stone walls in a ghostly veil. Inside the main hall, the abbot sat in serene meditation, the rhythmic chime of a bronze bell resonating through the air. At 70 years old, his frail appearance belied a lifetime of mastering the martial arts, his movements honed to perfection through decades of discipline. Breeze, and his steady gaze swept over the intruders. "You have desecrated sacred ground," he said, his voice carrying an unshakable authority. "Leave now, and I will spare you." Laughter erupted from the group. "Spare us," sneered one of the younger thugs, twirling his dagger. "You're outnumbered, old fool." The abbot sighed, his expression tinged with regret. "Violence is the last resort of the wise," he murmured. With a sudden burst of motion, one of the villains lunged forward, his blade aiming for the abbot's chest. What followed was almost imperceptible. The abbot stepped aside with the fluid grace of flowing water, his hand shooting out to strike a pressure point on the attacker's wrist. The dagger clattered to the ground as the thug collapsed, clutching his arm in agony. The remaining villains hesitated for a fraction of a second, their confidence shaken. Gao Lin roared, "Don't just stand there. Get him!" They charged as one, a chaotic wave of fists, swords, and spears. But the abbot moved like a shadow, his every action a seamless blend of precision and power. He deflected a sword strike with a single palm, the force of his counter sending its wielder sprawling. A spinning kick disarmed another attacker, the staff in his hand redirected to knock out two more. His movements were deceptively simple, each strike targeting a critical point to incapacitate without killing. The courtyard became a battleground, the clang of weapons mingling with the grunts of the defeated. "Knee!" The Gant stumbled, his balance faltering. A sweeping kick sent him crashing to the ground, his weapons skidding out of reach. Gao Lin tried to rise, but the abbot placed a firm hand on his shoulder, pinning him effortlessly. "Enough," the abbot said, his tone as unyielding as iron, "you have been defeated. Leave this place and reflect on your..." The remaining villains, battered and humiliated, scrambled to their feet and dragged their unconscious comrades away. Gao Lin glared at the abbot, hatred burning in his eyes, but he knew better than to challenge him further. With a growl, he limped after his men, disappearing into the fog. Silence returned to the monastery. The abbot stood in the center of the courtyard, his robes now streaked with dirt but his spirit unbroken. He closed his eyes and drew a deep breath, the tension in his body dissipating like morning mist. Around him, the stones bore witness to the clash, a testament to the power of discipline and inner peace.